We have UFC 264 July 10th
Conor McGregor
versus Dustin the Diamond Poirier.
Poirier. Three. That's the trilogy that comes to an end. They both have won in previous. Conor,
both have knocked each other out.
Out.
Conor did it in 2014, then Dustin did it earlier this year, January, and they settled the score.
Right. Yeah.
Amazing card.
Superb card, I'd say. It's. I mean, to see Conor back in action, to see Conor's punches and legs back in action than his mouth is better. Not always saying his mouth is...
His legs didn't come back in action last time.
Nah,
Justin Poirier just fucked his leg up.
Yeah. But before, if you could recall the Cowboy Cerrone fight, his legs were in action.
I mean, yeah.
That leg kick.
So look, I'm not a Conor McGregor fan.
Same here.
So he's, over the last few years, he lost to Nate Diaz, then he beat Nate Diaz, then he won against Eddie Alvarez, became champ, then he lost to Khabib, then he went away for a year, then he came out, beat a washed up, aging Donald Cerrone in the first round, and then he's lost to Dustin Poirier again.
Yeah.
I don't think we are talking about the same Conor McGregor from 4 years back.
Yeah. So I've noticed this. It's a downward graph starting to look for Conor McGregor.
Evander Holyfield, right? The boxing legend.
Yeah.
It is hard to get up in the morning and go for a run when you're sleeping in silk sheets.
Yeah.
It's true.
It's true. It's super true. And with that, Conor's career might come to an end if he loses this one.
For sure.
If he loses this one.
Conor McGregor will lose so much money if he loses this fight. He will lose his fight to Nate Diaz, the trilogy, another trilogy, amazing trilogy.
Yeah.
And he would make so much money from the Nate Diaz trilogy because Nate Diaz is a star in his own right.
Right. I'm a big fan of Nate Diaz.
I mean, he's the realest of the real.
Yeah.
So he'll lose that fight. He won't get Floyd fight. He won't get the Jake Paul money. He won't get the Manny Pacquiao boxing match.
Yeah.
Dustin Poirier could fuck the McGregor brand for a long time.
For a long time, for the entirety of it, Dustin Poirier could end the McGregor brand from UFC, and we might not even take
the
McGregor
same Ronda
seriously.
Rousey ending, right?
Exactly.
The way Ronda Rousey, I mean, you
took losses in the end.
Yeah, in the end, right? Holly Holm beat her. Amanda Nunes. Now Amanda Nunes is a star in her own right.
Amanda Nunes is a fucking killing machine.
So, Conor is not the same as Rousey because Conor does get after it.
Yeah.
But what's your prediction? Official prediction here. This will air on the Sunday before the fight. Next Sunday is the fight.
Yeah, next Sunday is the fight.
Official prediction for Dustin Poirier versus Conor McGregor.
So my prediction for this fight would be that Dustin Poirier wins again. And it will be a knockout again. Not a split decision, but again a knockout for Dustin in Dustin's favor.
Alright.
That's my... And the McGregor brand from the UFC will finally fade away. It will wash out. Dana White won't take Conor seriously again because of his...
Okay. My prediction is Dustin Poirier will take the W.
Again, same.
He will win, but it will be a much better contest than it was last time. I think Conor McGregor didn't bring in kicks. He only boxed in the second fight, and Dustin Poirier was a complete martial artist. He took him down, he kicked him, he punched him.
He did everything.
Everything in the book.
Yeah.
I think Conor McGregor will bring in kicks.
Yeah.
He will bring in his karate stance Conor, hair Conor, motivated Conor. He'll bring all that. But
Conor is more humbled after the Khabib defeat.
For sure.
And he's
not admitting to it, but he is.
He's been humbled down. He's not not the old Conor,
For
the man who was just trash talk.
The thing is, I think when he lost to Nate Diaz, he felt like he can beat him.
Yeah.
There's a window. There's holes in Nate. Let's be honest. Nate Diaz has holes in his game.
Yeah.
Leon Edwards pieced him up for 24 minutes, and then Nate Diaz did his thing. I think Conor felt like he could beat Nate Diaz. He came back, won a split decision, but he beat him. I think with Khabib, he was like,
no fucking chance. I mean, Khabib was
I'm not beating this guy.
Khabib was dominating the entire time. And
I don't think Conor realized that he would get dominated that bad.
Yeah.
And the way Khabib just ragdolled him.
Yeah. And I solely believe that to bring his confidence back on track, for this sole purpose, Dana White got him a fight with Cowboy.
I mean, why else would you pit Conor McGregor against Donald Cerrone?
Yeah.
Donald Cerrone was washing away. He's lost all his last 4 or 5 fights, right? He's
and
lost
then
5
you place him against Conor just to bring back his confidence a bit.
So, to launch him back, and then you give him Dustin Poirier, who, let's be honest, he's a dog. He hasn't won the title. He's won interim and then lost it to Khabib.
Yeah.
He needs that. He wants that title. He wants that money.
Dustin the Diamond.
Conor McGregor turned up to the last fight in a yacht.
Yeah.
Who the fuck turns up to a fight in a yacht? What is happening? You can't fight like that. This is not I mean, no disrespect to boxing, but this is much more than boxing.
I mean, the influence of, luxury spoils a lot of careers.
You can't fight like you used to. There's no, I mean, if this podcast breaks out, which we hope it will.
It will.
Yeah.
To the moon.
Yeah, to the moon. But then we have like FU money. Like, we're not doing, I mean, have you looked at the stats?
Yeah.
Have you looked at them?
Yeah. YouTube studio.
I mean, I haven't. I don't care.
Same.
I enjoy doing this.
Same.
But like, even if in a job you have FU money, you're not working as hard as you were when you didn't have the money, right?
Yeah.
So to get out there for Conor McGregor every day, to beat his ass up, go in camp, lose the weight. I think Conor McGregor said that in a tweet, right? He can fight next week. Yeah. I think Conor is a much smaller guy than Dustin is inside that cage, and he looked like it. Jab last fight, Dustin looked significantly bigger
and stronger
than Conor. At 145, Dustin was sucked out. So Conor landed a good shot, Dustin went down. At 155, Dustin Poirier is a much filled up, much bigger guy. And if Conor can't knock him out in, say, the first or second round,
then it's in the hands of
Dustin.
It's
in the hands of, because the cardio is with Dustin, the heart is with Dustin, the chin is with Dustin. So, and he's a dog. That's how he is. And he's a jiu-jitsu black belt. He's a very good boxer.
Yeah.
And
he's the perfect combo.
His leg kicks killed his leg.
To be honest, he's a perfect combo of what you can imagine out of a fighter. An ideal fighter would know how to kick, how to punch, how to take beating. So that's Dustin Poirier for you. And going down the card, we also have other fights as well.
We have Gilbert Burns versus Stephen Wonderboy Thompson.
Yeah.
So this is a very interesting fight.
I pick Gilbert Burns.
I pick Wonderboy.
What?
I pick Wonderboy. So Gilbert Burns is a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu elite.
Exactly.
He's an elite black belt, best top of the food chain, very good Jiu-Jitsu, very good punching.
Yeah.
But the way he lost against Kamaru Usman, the champion, in the second round.
Kamaru is built different, I'd say.
And Wonderboy is a karate background, supreme striking. I mean supreme striking. So it's like two specialists against each other in different aspects of martial arts. Very interesting fight. I think Wonderboy takes it.
I just feel Gilbert Burns takes it because of his grappling and wrestling techniques that he applies all the time. And with grappling coming into play, I guess karate lacks.
I think what
grappling.
Wonderboy will do is maintain range.
Yeah.
He won't let him enter. And because Wonderboy has this hands down karate stance, it's very awkward.
He might throw some reflexes.
That's why Wonderboy versus Kamaru is an interesting fight. Because Kamaru Usman has never faced something like Wonderboy Thompson. Because he's an awkward, he doesn't do like boxing stance, the regular boxing stance. He's hands down and he's switching stances and then he's throwing kicks.
Yeah.
And then he strikes, punches and bunches.
That's pretty, hard to face at first.
So it's an interesting matchup because Gilbert Burns, if he takes the ground, then Wonderboy is in trouble. But for that, you need to close range.
Yeah.
And close range against Wonderboy Thompson, best of luck. I think he wins.
I think Gilbert Burns again wins for this fight because a lot of is at stake for Gilbert Burns after the loss to Kamaru Usman, and then again, if you have a lot at stake, you definitely give it all. So if Gilbert Burns loses this one, his rankings would be affected.
He'll go back. He'll have to go back. Fight his way up again.
So I guess for Gilbert
but
Burns,
the same mistakes Wonderboy has greater say. Wonderboy is 38, right?
Yeah.
He's 38. Maybe this is the last shot at the title. If he wins against Burns, he's getting Kamaru Usman.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
So a lot is at stake, and this one's pretty more interesting.
I think this will be a better fight than the Conor.
Because
McGregor
they
and
both
Poirier
have a lot at stake.
It's a welterweight division that is stacked. I mean,
Exactly.
lightweight division is stacked as well. But we know the winner of Conor or Dustin would fight Charles Oliveira for the lightweight title.